Faith carried me through the fire. When every step felt like walking on flame. What is he? When the world around me burned with chaos, doubt, and fear, I held on to a quiet strength inside. The nights were long, filled with pain, uncertainty, and questions I couldn't answer. Every failure threatened to consume me. Every betrayal cut deep. Every loss weighed heavy on my soul. Yet through it all, faith whispered, you will survive. You will rise. You are not alone. I felt the heat of trials that seemed endless, the pressure of circumstances too heavy to bear. I've seen people leave, doors close, and dreams fade in the smoke of disappointment. Still, faith carried me forward, step by step, even when my legs trembled and my heart ached. It taught me that survival isn't about avoiding fire. It's about walking through it with trust and courage. Every spark that threatened to destroy me became a light showing me the way forward. I didn't escape the fire. I didn't escape the fire. I walked through it. I didn't rely on. I relied on faith and persistence. Faith didn't make the flames disappear, but it gave me strength to endure, to fight and to rise. Faith carried me through the fire when nothing else could hold me. Faith lifted me above the smoke, above the fear, above the pain. Through every trial, every test, every dark night, faith held me steady. It carried me through the fire, and I emerged stronger, unbroken and alive. There were nights when hope felt like ash, when despair tried to claim every thought. I whispered prayers no one could hear, holding on to belief like a lifeline. The flames of struggle burned hot, threatening to destroy the parts of me that were fragile. But faith became a shield, my anchor, my guide. Through the smoking heat I realized that fire can purify, that struggle can strengthen, that endurance can transform. I turned pain into lessons, loss into growth, and fear into courage. Faith reminded me that even in the fire I was never abandoned. Every scar became a testament, every tear a symbol of persistence, every trial a stepping stone to a victory. I discovered that strength isn't born in comfort, it's forged in fire, in moments that test every fiber of your being. Through it all I learned that faith is louder than doubt, stronger than despair, and more powerful than any challenge. I didn't gain strength by avoiding pain, I gained it by encouraged by surrendering. I found it by standing firm when the world wanted me to fall. Faith carried me through the fire when nothing else could hold me. Faith lifted lifted me above the smoke, above the fear, above the pain. Through every trial, every test, every dark night, faith held me steady. It carried me through the fire, and I emerged stronger, unbroken and alive. I faced storms that threatened to drown me, nights that tried to steal my spirit, and moments when giving up felt easier than moving forward. But faith whispered courage, hope and strength when every other voice was silent. It reminded me that fire doesn't define me, my response does. I chose to rise, to endure, to trust, and to believe that every flame was shaping me, not destroying me. The fire became a classroom and faith became my teacher, guiding me to resilience, growth and victory. If you feel consumed by trials, remember, faith can carry you through any fire.
Every challenge,
Every struggle,
every dark night
is an opportunity to grow stronger. Faith is your anchor in storms, your light in darkness, your strength when all else fails. Walk through the flames, that's where you will emerge refined, resilient, and victorious. I turn moments of fear into courage,
moments of
doubt into trust, and moments of weakness into strength. I no longer fear the flames ahead, because I have walked through worse and emerged unshaken. The fire cannot define me, my faith defines me. I carry it as proof that endurance, trust, and persistence will always triumph. I didn't find freedom by avoiding trials. I found it by walking through them with faith. I found it by standing firm, trusting and believing. Faith carried me through the fire when nothing else could hold me. Faith lifted me above the smoke, above the fear, above the pain. Through every trial, every test, every dark night, faith held me steady. It carried me through the fire, and I emerged stronger, unbroken and alive. Whoa.